Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba, thank you for joining me. Let's play some more Ragusa with a little bit of help. This is day 3, it's Saturday morning, good morning. People in the stream are watching this instead of watching Saturday morning cartoons, and I appreciate that. Let's play games and stuff and things. So we should be seeing Wallachia break free any moment. We have a claim here. Transylvania has a core here, which we can also use. We should probably fabricate some new claims on this land, on at least Toronto. I think Croatia will probably fabricate on Box. But we don't have any diplomats free at the moment. We need them for improving relations and stuff. Now we did have a suggestion from, I think it was Hess for Win in chat, that I hadn't considered, and I think we should take a moment to try. I just want to briefly explain it again. I was commenting about how the Pope wasn't really doing anything for us by being in our trade league because we don't share trade power in any nodes, so we don't receive anything from him. I think that if we collect from trade in Genoa, then we'll actually make more money than we're making right now. So we're going to give that a try. First, though, we can invite Theodoro into our trade league as well. So that's cool. Let's come back from Ulm for a sec. We're going to get Theodoro invited to the league. And then I'm going to send a merchant to Genoa. Which merchant's doing the least? It's probably the one in Alexandria. We'll send the guy from Alexandria to collect from trade. And then it'll probably take 1 to 2 months for the Pope to finally start giving us the trade power. It doesn't always work right away. But once he does... Let's see. So we're making like 11.4. I'm just going to take a quick snapshot of that income, put it off to the side. See where we're at after the Pope gives us some of his money. So when you collect from a trade node that's not your primary node, you take a half penalty. And it's half of everything. So if you have 200% trade power efficiency, then you lose 100%. You know, you lose half of 200. If you have 120% trade power efficiency in the node, you lose 60. However, trade power that's been transferred to you from another nation, like the Pope or subjects, does not get affected by that. So the idea is basically we're going to get whatever he's making divided by 2, no matter what. And that's 0.8 ducats, which is kind of significant. So let's see where we're at. Alright, so trade income went to 4.68. Here is a comparison if you guys would like to know exactly how it changed. So last month we made 3.62 in tax, then 3.62. So this is old, this is new. But yeah, 4.07 went up to 4.68. Barely affected us. Trade power efficiency wise is really good. Good, great, great. Extra monies. And actually, now that Theodoro's in the node, we should probably consider just collecting from trade here as well. If it worked with the Pope, it'll probably work with Theodoro. Although his income is rather low, so maybe not. Pretty great. Hey, our income is positive. I'm positive that it is not negative. We could really use more coastline. Having more than just one coastal province would be really great. Only have one dang coastal province at the moment. What am I trying to find? Building. Workshops. We're gonna build workshops soon. We should stockpile cash so we can build workshops. Alright, cool. Good. Yeah, they don't have a center of trade, that's true. And the Pope does, but his is level 1 somehow. Surprised it's level 1, honestly. Okay. Unfortunately, Hungary is trying to take back this fort. I'm kind of concerned that they might actually stop this rebellion from succeeding. Darn, they just got Tirgovisti back as well. After all that, 5 years of occupation, and they're not going to make it, huh? That's really bad. Let's top off relations with the Pope over the annual tick, just to make sure that he stays happy with this trade league setup. Okay. You sound a little pained playing this. I hope I am wrong in this. I'm not pained. It's morning. My voice is, like, weird, but no, I'm good. The Emperor has decided to enact an imperial reform. Looks like they're done with the second imperial reform now. Reichsregiment. Not that it really affects us whatsoever, but something to consider. One thing we could do, if we wanted to min-max, is try to time it so that the guilds are in charge right before we build a bunch of buildings. That 10% construction cost minus Minus 10% construction costs can be kind of significant. And goods produced plus 10 is sometimes better than the trade power stuff too. Which DLC do I think is a must? Art of War. Someone in chat will either have a command or no. Art of War is one of the big ones. What's the one that was, not Cradle of Civilization? Rights of Man. I know that one's a big one, yeah. Well, if these rebels are not going to succeed, then I think we should consider lowering maintenance on our troops, trying to make some cash for a little while. We can turn our edict off again in March. One of our subjects has 70% rebels. And based on our conversion to Orthodox, I'm wondering now if I could have theoretically... as long as the progress was less than 30%, I see no reason why I couldn't have done this to flip them to Orthodox Zealots. But now that they're at 70%, I don't think this would work. Is that correct? I think that's correct. Let's let 1 month pass and see if that actually does anything. I don't think that it will. Yeah, they've stayed as Hungarian separatists, and oh, I've converted the wrong province, never mind. Supposed to do it with my subject. Try that again. I know how to play this game. Not really. Okay, so we can make about 1 ducat a month. I want to go down to about half maintenance, maybe 60-ish%, somewhere around there for now. It should still be enough to suppress away this guy's problems. Yeah, they stay Hungarian separatists, but I'm pretty sure that as long as it... Now, correct me though, is it less than 30%, or is it 30% or less? Because that's a significant difference. Someone, where's my religious flipping expert from chat the other day? I think before we take tech, we should boost stab again. Get our prosperity built up. No one in chat to answer me, sadly. Boo. Swag Cougar, Bulvit, thank you for your sub. Game has so many exploits. They're not even always exploits. Sometimes they're just like understanding in-game mechanics, you know? Alright, gain 34 ducats or 5 Patriarch Authority. So every single event we've had so far for Patriarch Authority, I've just taken the other thing because it's usually been like Republican tradition, which is clearly superior. But if I had to choose between just 34 ducats, I would probably take the Patriarch Authority now. Yeah. It's either 5 Patriarch Authority or 34 ducats, because we're at exactly 0. But I think we start trying to build this up. That gives us a very, very minor 0.1 missionary strength. Yay, fun, good. Lose military points? We have to. You can select an icon. Selecting an icon requires 10 Patriarch Authority. We could consecrate Metropolitan in our capital if we wanted to do it right now, but that's a permanent increase in state maintenance for a 20-year modifier. And I don't think that these modifiers right this second are that important. I think I just want to let this build up slowly over time without consecrating Metropolitans unless I have to. Okay, Mamluks cede land. Mamluks lost their war against somebody. Papal States. Good, okay, fine. Anyone want to join our trade league? Ulm's at -9 reasons. Salzburg does not hate Ulm, so they could also possibly join. They are a bishopric. No one can really attack them. No one has a claim on their land. Yeah, we'll try to maybe add them. We don't want to add people that are going to get actually attacked, I think. Do you ever find it worth going for the 200 power manas from estates? Yeah, I do that quite often when it makes sense. Turkish draperies gain 27 ducats, and Ottomans gets increased opinion of us while also getting the province of Denizli, which makes cloth, gains more production. Yeah, why would we not want to do that? It's fine, it's great. Why won't anyone join when the Pope is involved? What do you mean? Who else is... No one's going to attack the Pope for his final province. That'd be suicide for them. Like, as a Catholic. Like, I don't think they're going to do that. The Pope's relatively safe member of our trade league. I'm just happy that we're making positive income. Steeja Wiko, thank you for your sub. Also, we have positive sailors. Let's build another boat. More boats. When do we beat up Venice? When we can actually beat them, I think. End of the Castilian Civil War. Cool. Okay, Ulm has how many reasons now? -7. Did anyone make a vassal command yesterday? I'm not sure. I didn't notice if they did. One thing we need to decide relatively soon is which idea group we want to go for next. Based on our current situation, that's unfortunate. I was hoping to get the autonomy down so we could convert this soon. I don't want to raise unrest more, do I? Local merchants are currently outcompeted. That'll go away eventually. Separatism. Lasts for only 5 years. I think we can handle the unrest. We still have feudal de jure law for the next, like, 15 years, so it'll be fine. Plus, we're sitting on max manpower, and I can't use my troops, like, I can't use the manpower as a condottieri or something, because then my subjects will become disloyal. Oh, cool, look at that, our subject has a 1352. Reason number, I think, 5 or 6 in my list for why subjects are great. That's a really good general. So, with multiple subjects, our next idea group could easily be influence. I could almost see going diplomatic as a trade league leader, just for the extra diplomats and stuff. Could also be nice. I could see trade working. Maritime's not something I want to consider. Espionage I don't want to consider. Plutocratic, I think, is pretty solid as a republic. Of course, there's the standard innovative offensive opener, which is very good. If we're going to go military, it's either offensive or plutocratic. If we go diplomatic, it's either influence, trade, or diplomatic, in my opinion. One of those 5 groups. Makes the most sense to me. Unfortunately, influence makes the most sense, but we literally did that last campaign. So, wouldn't mind mixing it up just a little bit. Can't believe our... Oh, that's right. We lost 2 stab at the end of the stream yesterday, and also our 666, like, age 50 dude died. Which is really garbage. Alright, I think that we're gonna bring our troops to a safe location and do a little bit of drilling instead of suppression at this point. I do think that we want to try to build up some army drill. Let's drill here. When is the new patch out? I think I heard that there is something happening in February, but I could be wrong about that. Nisakui, thank you for your sub, sir. Or madam. Sometime in 2020. True. Could be. Trade and move to the Venice node. Well, we're kind of making some money from Venice just by privateering him. We're making 1.16 ducats a month in privateer income. So, we're going to keep on building boats. Whenever we have enough sailors to build boats, if there's available force limit, we make more pirate ships. Pirate ships are great. Who's Venice allied to? They were allied to Aragon, but Aragon fell into a union under Castile, and I don't think they've replaced it with a comparable ally. So, the Knights, Siena, plus their trade league. So they've got... Really, it's not that big of an alliance. They've got Verdun and Mainz, which are not part of their league or allies. So it's like 5 nations altogether on their side. Naples still held by Aragon, yes. Well, actually, no, it's a junior partner directly underneath Castile now. Belgrade gets luxury goods in demand. Belgrade. Hey, cool. It seems that the draperies of Belgrade have made Augsburg happy. Excellent. That's really great. +1 goods produced. That's worth like 5 temporary base production. Our trader has died. Fine. Do we want monarch points right now, or do we want money? I kind of want money, actually. Because we have, I want to get this thing upgraded to level 3 at some point. I want to have enough money to build a whole bunch of workshops. Let's just run 1 advisor for now. We've gained extra land force limit. Nice. We could try to maximize manpower from that. Train another infantry just to keep things cheap. If we had the 2 advisors still, we still have positive income at full maintenance. So we could field a Bertha now. But that kind of, it's going to block us from building any buildings. And I think we just need to invest. You know? They have 7 reasons still for this guy to join. Looks like we're not going to be able to get Ulm to want to join easily. This hard difficulty penalty makes it super annoyingly hard. Oh, I mean, it is hard difficulty after all, so I expect it, I guess. Bertha hype. Have I tried Dicey Dungeons? Yeah, I gave it a try. It was kind of quirky, kind of interesting, but it didn't hold my attention for very long. We're going to stockpile cash until we have Admin Tech 6, and then the cash goes towards workshops. And I think we might also flip to the guilds, but that costs admin points, so maybe we don't. Nah, I'd rather get caught up on admin, so we'll leave the guilds out of power. 83 Republican tradition. We have positive stab. Can we afford to re-elect? Do we like this guy's trait? Yearly corruption is pretty useless. Age 47. We could utilize this election here to just try to maybe put the guilds in charge without spending any admin points. The nephew's really bad. He's a 030. It's a 511, which would be a 622, and you get 50 monarch points right now. I think we're better off doing this here. I don't like the guy's trait. The trait's not very good. This trait's much better. Rector Francesco Serva. He's quite old, but I like his trait. Not bad. Austria just got re-elected. Okay. Man, they're getting a lot of imperial authority this campaign. How close are the guilds to being in power now? So it's only 1 click. So for 9 admin points, we can save 10% of the cost of whatever workshops we actually build. I think that's going to be worthwhile. Okay, we take Diplotech early. Still no innovativeness though. Wow. Someone took it 4 years early? Quite early. Golden eras from people. Me too. I want one. Why can't I have one? Yeah, I still haven't done the English missions. I know. Lose innovativeness or don't. Let's gain it instead. Let's also temporarily stop drilling in order to get this unrest down again. Also, I'm a little worried my subject's going to have that Hungarian separatist rebellion fire. It'll be defensive, the hill province, but... Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, the problem with the English mission tree achievement run is that you have to play till like 1750. And that's why I stopped. I just didn't want to play that long. It's too long. Alright. I can't think of any reason to not take this tech right this second. No other reductions that we can get, I think. And we want access to this next building type anyway. We'll still wait one more month so that we can switch to the guilds. Do that now. Construction cost -10. We also get goods produced +10, which might actually make us more money. We should actually snapshot this because sometimes that 10% goods produced outweighs the value of the traders. Right? You're losing 10% global trade power. You lose trade power, you actually gain 5% national tax modifier because you lose the malice. And then you gain 10% goods produced, which increases production and trade, so it's like kind of hard to tell at a glance which one's going to be better for you. But we want workshops, definitely in Belgrade. Temporary modifier, but that's fine. Gain a merchant for the next 5 years, or global trade power +15. This event used to be better a long time ago in the past. It used to be that merchants gave force limit, naval force limit. Now they don't. So temporary merchant really doesn't do that much for us. Probably just take the global trade power. No innovativeness, so we'll hold off. I think we're going to start doing some development soon. I'm really optimistic that we're going to get prosperity, and then we can actually do a fair bit of development. Bum, 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 bum. Waiting on our truce, basically, yeah. The rebels never fired, so we're waiting on our truce with Hungary until 89, which is actually coming up in March. Whoopsie, I was supposed to get a claim. Does he have any friends? He's reallied to Austria. Hungary is subsidized by Austria. Will Austria defend him? Sadly, they will, but not by much. So there will be a window at some point, I think, where we can attack them. All right. Well, if you're watching this on YouTube, I'm going to take a short break here. If you're watching this on Twitch, stick around. I'll see you again in just a moment. As always, thank you for watching. I'll see you soon.